Watch me turn vendor emails into spreadsheets automatically. Hey everyone, Mike from Sweet Hospitality, and in this video I'm going to walk you through another automation that I built in Make.com, and this one takes my PFG vendor invoices that come through email, it breaks them down with ChatGPT, and sends the data straight into Google Sheets so that I always have clean, accurate numbers without any manual work. Is a Microsoft 365 email search messages node. And what we're doing here is I've told it to look inside, only look inside of my mail folder labeled PFG invoices, which is where I have those incoming emails routed to be sent to within my Outlook inbox. I filter them from there by the received date and time in a descending order so that the newest email is always on top. And I like to set the limit to 1 because this scenario runs daily and I only want the latest invoice uploaded every time I use this. So if that just works for me. If you have different needs, you can obviously adjust that as needed. Next, we use a get message node, and what this does is it pulls the full email from this message ID that we got in the search step. Unlike my sales reports, PFG sends their invoices right in the body of the email instead of as an attachment. So this step gives us that full body text that contains all of the line items. From there, the body text goes into ChatGPT. I've set up an assistant in OpenAI called PFG Invoice Master. It has my prompt in it plus a couple of resource files, the purchase history and product references that you can attach to this function, this node, right down here under Code Interpreter Resources. I clicked on those to make sure that this node utilizes those resources. It just helps identify the correct items on the invoices. And that way it doesn't spit out raw text, it actually parses the invoice correctly. And the data that we're going to filter through the OpenAI node here is this body. That's the message that we got from the previous node. Next, we parse the JSON. So we take the results that OpenAI gave us and we parse that into usable formatted data. We've got our data structure here. We get information like our invoice number, dry goods, frozen, meats, dairy, etc., etc. And once the JSON is parsed, that is sent over to our Google Sheet. I point it to our test sheet here, invoices and sales from Make. The sheet name is PFG parsed JSON, and we then are able to enter the values to each of these cells that need to be updated. The invoice number, dry goods, frozen, etc., etc., etc. Once we're done with that, and it is all said and done, we go and we take that first message that we got and we want to mark that as red so that it is not selected in a future running of this scenario. So we're going to run this once quick. And there you go, there you have it. And you can see it added that invoice right up to the top here. So we've got all of our totals, invoice all set in there. So just like that, one more thing that you can do to save you and your management team a little bit of time. And that's it. Search the invoice email, grab the body, process it with ChatGPT, parse the JSON, and send it to Google Sheets, and then mark it as red. Super clean, super efficient, no more copying and pasting invoices or manually entering them into spreadsheets. In future videos, I'll show you how to combine this data with your sales reports and get a more complete picture of food costs automatically. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe. I've got more automation tutorials coming your way.